Good morning to all. In previous class, we discussing about the chain rule and composite functions. Now we are going to discuss in the differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. What is that? Differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. Differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. Differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions can be done by four methods. First one is composite function chain rule. Second one is simplification. Third one is substitution. And fourth one is different type of substitution according to the problem. So now before going that, first of all we want to know that was the derivative of inverse trigonometric functions. We know there are the 6 inverse trigonometric functions are there. First one is sin inverse of x. Second one is cos inverse of x. Next one is tan inverse of x. Again cot inverse of x. Again sec inverse of x. And final one is cosec inverse of x. Okay, sin inverse of x, cos inverse of x, tan inverse of x, cot inverse of x, sec inverse of x, and cosec inverse of x. These are the 6 trigonometric functions. Here, first of all, you try to remember that sin inverse of x is never equal to 1 by sin x. Sin inverse x is never equal to 1 by sin x. Sir, 3 inverse is equal to 1 by 3. So, sin inverse of x is equal to 1 by sin x. It is completely wrong. Because 1 by sin x is equal to cosec x. It is trigonometric functions and sin inverse is inverse trigonometric function. Both are never be equal. Then what about the sin inverse of x? Clearly saying means, see, it is a one function. Sin x means, if you given the domain, this is the domain, means you can giving the plus, it is the real number and outcoming range is closer minus 1 to 1. So sin inverse x, sin x, what is that? If you given the domain is equal to real number, then it will be coming the range is equal to minus 1 to 1. But for every real number, inverse cannot be exist. There is restricted domain. What is the domain is restricted? For sin inverse x, domain is giving the value is minus 1 to 1. It is the domain. But coming the range is always lies between closer minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This can be learned in inverse trigonometric functions in first unit. Here I am observing that was the difference between sin x and sin inverse x. Just I am giving the brief, small introduction. What is that? Sin x is the trigonometric function. Sin inverse x is inverse trigonometric functions. Both are never equal. Or clearly you saying means, see, sin of pi by 6, that is sin 30, is equal to 1 by 2. That means it is trigonometric value of 30 degrees is equal to 1 by 2. So it implies sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. Sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. So what is the meaning means? Trigonometric functions, the domain is angles you can giving and coming the values is minus 1 to 1. But inverse trigonometric functions given values is minus 1 to 1. But coming that the range is equal to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Due to the bijective mapping and inverse mapping, it can be learned in first unit. Okay, I have just say that was what is the difference between sin x and sin inverse x. Sin x is a trigonometric functions, sin inverse x is inverse trigonometric functions. Both are opposite, inverse to each other. Sin inverse x or inverse is sin x or inverse is sin inverse of x. This is the difference. Now we are going to discuss the differentiation of these functions. Again, say in previous you learned what is the derivative of sin x? Sin x derivative is cos x. Derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. So derivative of sin inverse of x is equal to cos inverse x, it is wrong. Never it is the positive. So sin x derivative cos x means sin x derivative is never equal to cos inverse x. This is the different derivatives. What are the derivatives of these functions means inverse trigonometric functions you can return means their derivative is first one is 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Again it is minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Tan inverse x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square. Cot inverse x is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Sec inverse x is equal to 1 by mod x into root over x square minus 1. And cosec inverse x is minus 1 by mod x into root over x square minus 1. You just observe for this both are derivative is same but opposite sign. Tan inverse cos inverse derivative is same but opposite in sign. Sec inverse cosecant inverse derivative is same but opposite in sign. These three is the means what is that? Cos inverse x, cot inverse x, cosec inverse x. Starting with the c, so it is containing the minus. Remember like that. And sin inverse x, tan inverse x, sec inverse x is positive values. Okay, same before you did sin x derivative is cos x and cos x derivative is minus sin x. Like that. In c started means it will be given the minus values. Sin inverse x means root over 1 minus x square. Cos inverse x means minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Tan inverse x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square. Cot inverse x is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus x square. And sec inverse x is equal to 1 by mod x into root over x square minus 1. Cosec inverse x is equal to minus 1 by mod x in root over x square minus 1. Everything exists in their respective domain. Their respective domains only, not for everywhere. Their respective domains. It means functions where you can exist in that domain only it can be exist. Their respective domains only. Okay. Sir, I am explaining this power 6 formulas, how it is came. Now you are going to discussing that how it is the sin inverse x derivative is root over 1 by root over 1 minus x square, and cos inverse x is minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square, tan inverse x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square, and cot inverse x is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus x square. How this derivative is coming, we now are derive this one. Now, first I am going to derive the differentiation of sin inverse x. What is that? Differentiation of sin inverse x. In their domain. It is very important. Everything can be exist in their domain. Because sin x cos x in real number domain, so nothing. But here you must be remember sin inverse x domains. You must be remember because everywhere it cannot be existence of the differentiation. It must be existence when they are in their respective domains only. Okay. Now let take that y is equal to sin inverse of x. Let y is equal to sin inverse x I am taking. Okay. So this sin, take the sin on both sides. Sin y is equal to sin of sin inverse x. It can be existence in their domain only. So sin y is equal to sin of sin inverse x is x. Don't be cancelled because both the cancels cannot be cancelled. Sin y is equal to sin of sin inverse x, that is equal to x. Now I am going to differentiation with respect to y or x. Differentiation with y you do it. So that means d by dy of sin y is equal to d by dy of x. So what is the derivative of sin y is equal to cos y into dy by y means it is a become 1 is equal to dx by dy. So cos y is equal to dx by dy. So dy by dx means the reciprocal of this function, that is 1 by cos y. 1 by cos y can be written as 1 by root over 1 minus sin square y, because cos theta is equal to root over 1 minus sin square theta. Now substitution the place of y, that means d by dx of y means sin inverse of x is equal to 1 by root over 1 minus sin y means it is equal to x, that is x square. This is the way to you are getting the derivative of sin inverse x. What you did, just observe carefully to the board. First of all, I am taken that sin inverse x as a y. So y is equal to sin inverse of x y is equal to sin inverse x, then take the sine function on both sides. Both sides take sine function. Then sin y is equal to sine of sin inverse x. Sine of sin inverse x is in their respective domain. So sin y is equal to x. Now differentiate with respect to y. So why I am doing the with respect to y? Because it is in explicit function in y. See, every problem we are doing y is equal to something in x. So there I am going to derivative with respect to x. See, I have written that was y is equal to sin x. It is y in the terms of x. It is x is independent, y is dependent. So independent variable is x. So I am going to differentiate with respect to x. So what happened? It is dy by dx is equal to sin its derivative is cos x. But come to the here, sin y is equal to x means x is depending on the y and y is independent here. Y is independent because if you take the y values, then you can get in the x values. If you take that y is equal to 30 degree, x is equal to 1 by 2. If you take that y is equal to 60 degree, x is equal to root 3 by 2. If you take that y is equal to 45 degrees, x is equal to 1 by root 2. So y is independent, x is depending on the y. So y is independent, so I am going to differentiation with y. See here what happened? X is depending, x is independent, y is dependent. If you take that x is equal to 30, y is equal to 1 by 2. X is equal to 60, y is equal to root 3 by 2. X is equal to 45, y is equal to 1 by root 2. So x is independent, you take any value. But what the value you can take it for the x, then according to that you are getting the value of y. So y is depending on the x. So now we are going to differentiate with x because x is independent variable, y is depending variable. So I am going to differentiation with x. Come to the here, x is depending variable, y is independent variable. So I am going to differentiation with respect to y. So d by d of y is equal to d by dy of x. So cos y is equal to dx by dy. I am taking the reciprocal, dy by dx is equal to 1 by cos y. So cos y can be written as root over 1 minus sin square y because cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So cos theta is equal to root over 1 minus sin square theta. This is the way we are getting the derivative of sin inverse of x. देखा जाओ नहीं कौन देखा ना ये क्या देखा जाओ नहीं क्रॉस करना एप्पल करना क्या बोला ना now I am going to derivative of another inverse trigonometric functions. Now we are going to differentiation of cot inverse of x. Differentiation of cot inverse of x. How to find the derivative of cot inverse x? Now you are going to derive. We know that was in before I written the derivative of cot inverse of x is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus x square. How I got? Now I see that. Same process what I applied for sin inverse of x. Let y is equal to cot inverse of x. So then cot y is equal to, take the cot on both sides, cot y is equal to cot of cot inverse of x in their respective domain. So then cot y is equal to x. Same process here, x is depending on the y. So now differentiate with respect to y. D by dy of cot y is equal to d by dy of x. So here y and y, the derivative is minus cos x square y is equal to dx by dy. So now dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by cos x square y. Write down the formula of cos x square y in the terms of cot y. That is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus cot square y. In the place of your substitution, d by dx of y means cot inverse of x is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus x square. This is the way to you can getting the derivative of cot inverse of x. Cot inverse x derivative is this one. So similarly you can be finding the derivative of remaining 4 functions also. Same model. If you need to find the derivative of sec inverse of x, take that y is equal to sec inverse x, sec y is equal to x. differentiation with respect to y, that is sec y into tan y is equal to dx by dy. So dy by dx is equal to 1 by sec y into tan y. Converted the functions into tan functions, sec function. Then you can getting the value of differentiation. So in this process, now going to discussing the, now you can be derive the differentiation of all trigonometric functions. So finally, what the all trigonometric function differentiations are? See, inside I can be write the differentiation formulas. Function, their derivative. First of all, sin inverse of x, the derivative is 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Cos inverse x, its derivative is minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Tan inverse of x, its derivative is 1 by 1 plus x square. And cot inverse of x is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Again, sec inverse of x is equal to 1 by mod x into root over x square minus 1, and cosec inverse of x is equal to minus 1 by mod x into root over x square minus 1. These are the 6 trigonometric inverse trigonometric functions in their respective domains. Now you are going to find the differentiation of functions. Differentiation of inverse trigonometric function, starting only I said it can be simplified by, first one is composite function model. Composite functions model means club functions or chain rule concept. And second one is simplification by using trigonometric formulas. Third one by substitution. By substitutions. In three ways you can be going to derive the formulas of. First one is composite function, again second one is simplification, and third one is by substitution method. So first one is composite function, means the inverse functions, the some functions are linked with inverse functions. Now you are going to derive that one. Same process what you did in before composite functions also. Okay. First of all, I am going to derive some problems, sir. First one is, I am asking the sin inverse of 3x. I want to know the find the derivative of sin inverse of 3x. This is the composite function. The first function is sin inverse x, and second function is 3x. In the place of x, there is 3x. So first one is sin inverse x. In the place of 3x is equal to 3x is there. Now d by dx of, because functioning x, sin inverse of 3x. How can you do that was? First of all, it is looking like a sin inverse of x. That means, otherwise in before process also you can go there. It is sin inverse of x model. What is the derivative of sin inverse x is 1 by root over 1 minus x square. But in the place of x there is 3x. So 1 by root over 1 minus x means 3x whole square into d by dx of 3x. So what will be happen finally? 1 by root over 1 minus 9x square into derivative of 3x is equal to 3. So that is finally the derivative is 1 by 3 by root over 1 minus 9x. It is composite function because the first function is sin inverse x and second function is 3x. So this is the composite function. First function is sin inverse x and second function is 3x. So derivative of sin inverse x is equal to 1 by root over 1 minus x square. But in the place of x there is 3x. So 1 minus 3x whole square. Again d by dx of 3x. Because in the place of x is there is 3x. So again I need to go to derivative of 3x. That is 1 by root over 1 minus 9x square into derivative of 3x is equal to 3. So the final answer is 3 by root over 1 minus 9x square. This is the differentiation of composite function model. Here I given the problem on two way. That means two composite functions are given. Now I am going to discussing the three functions like that. Now cot inverse of root x. What is the function is given? Cot inverse of root x. Here first of all try to know that what is the first function and what is the second function. Clearly observe, it is looking like a cot inverse of x. So the first function is cot inverse of x and second function is root x. Now d by dx of cot inverse of root x. So what is the derivative of cot inverse x is minus 1 by 1 plus x square. That means minus 1 by 1 plus in the place of x root x whole square into d by dx of root x, because inside function this root cancel, minus 1 by 1 plus x into again derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. So the answer is minus 1 by 2 root x into 1 plus x. This is also one type of problem. Okay. This is the generally using of the inverse trigonometric functions by chain rule most. Derivative of the functions by chain rule. Next one. Now I am going to derive the three functions. Tan inverse of cos of root x. Tan inverse of cos of root x. Just observe carefully, there is three functions are there. What are the functions are? The first function is tan inverse of x model, and second function is cos x model, and third function is root x model. What are the three functions are? First one is tan inverse of x, and second one is cos x, and third one is root x. So now I am going to differentiation of three. Time. Okay. So d by dx of tan inverse of cos of root x. So what is the first function is tan inverse x, second one is cos x, third one is root x. Tan inverse x derivative is 1 by 1 plus x square. So 1 by 1 plus in the place of x this is cos of root x whole square into d by dx of cos of root x, because in the place of x. This root x and square can be cancelled. Is never be possible because cos of root x. This is the meaning cos square of root x, not root x whole square. So finally 1 by 1 plus cos square of root x. Again cos x derivative. What is the derivative of cos x is equal to minus sin of root x into again root x derivative is d by dx of root x, because third function is root x. First function tan inverse x I did the derivative and derivative of second function. This is the differentiation of second function, again derivative of the third function. That is minus sin of root x by 1 plus cos square of root x into derivative of root x is equal to 1 by 2 root x. This is the differentiation. That means finally answer is minus sin of root x by 2 root x into 1 plus cos square of root x. This is the differentiation of inverse trigonometry functions, three rules. Okay, three functions differentiation is there. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to derive the another one function. X into sin inverse of x whole to the power of 10. X into sin inverse of x whole to the power of 10. In previous 4 problems, every problem you done by sine inverse of something or tan inverse of something or cot inverse of something means the second function is including in the sine inverse trigonometry functions. But this is the question is not including, it is the excluding functions. What is that means? The first function is x into sine inverse x. It is look like that was first x power of 10. It is looking like that x power of 10 in the place of x this is. And this is the product functions x into sine. This is both are different functions. Means d by dx of x into sine inverse of x whole to the power of 10 you can take, and means first of all it is looking like that x power of 10 model. So derivative of x power of 10 is 10 into x into sine inverse of x whole to the power of 10 minus 1 into d by dx of x into sine inverse of x. Got what I said that was? It is looking like that first x to the power of n model. X to the power of n model n into x to the power of n minus 1. In the place of x, that is x into sine inverse x. So differentiation of x into sine inverse of x. Finally 10 into x into sine inverse of x whole to the power of 9. Again apply the UV formula because this is the product rule. Here two functions are there. First function is x and second function is sine inverse x. So finally u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. So that is equal to 10 into x into sine inverse of x whole to the power of 9. X into derivative of sine inverse of x is 1 by root over 1 minus x square plus sine inverse of x into derivative of x is 1. So the final answer is 10 into x into sine inverse of x whole to the power of 9 into take the LCM means root over 1 minus x square. Here x plus root over 1 minus x square into sine inverse of x. This is the derivative of that function. So here what is the? First of all it is looking like that a x power of n, and inside of that is product rule x into sine inverse of x. Okay, this is also one type of problem. Okay, now I am going to derive the last question. X square into cosec inverse of 1 by ln x. X square into cosec inverse of 1 by ln x. Okay. Here, according to your this is your textbook question. You did that directly, but we have one formula is there. Cosec inverse of x is equal to 1 by x is equal to sine inverse of x. Convert this formula, then it is become very easy. So it can be converted. What is that? Now d by dx of x square into cosec inverse of 1 by ln x can be written as d by dx of bracket open x square into sine inverse of ln x. Now this derivative is easy. First of all, it is looking like that. What is that? Chain rule or chain means product rule. What is that? It is the first function u, again it is the second function v. So x square into d by dx of sine inverse of ln x plus sine inverse of ln x into d by dx of x square. So x square, this is composite function. The first function is sine inverse x and second function is ln x. So 1 by root over 1 minus ln x whole square into d by dx of ln x plus sine inverse of ln x into derivative of x square is 2x. So x square by root over 1 minus ln x whole square into derivative of ln x is 1 by x plus 2x into sin inverse of ln x. So this x and x is cancelled. Don't simplify and left this one like that. Don't simplify like that. Otherwise, another one step is x by root over 1 minus ln x whole square plus 2x into sin inverse of ln x. But in your textbook, he can be did the differentiation directly cosec inverse of 1 by ln x like, because if you take that directly, it will be given the three functions. First one is cosec inverse x, second one is 1 by x, third one is ln x. First one is cosec inverse x, second one is 1 by x, third one is ln x. But using of this formula, I can convert the three functions to the two functions. Cosec inverse 1 by ln x is equal to sin x. Now we have two functions. First is sin inverse x, second one is ln x. So differentiation becomes easy. So this is the way to finding the derivative of inverse trigonometric function by using chain rule. Next class we are going to discussing the substitution method and simplification method. Before that was today you can be solve the questions in your exercise of textbook, exercise 7D. Video.